Disclaimer, this video is made for an adult audience. What's the upside, adult fans of Lego? I hope you are having a great time right now. Listen up. This is Solbrick in the house, and today I'm standing next to the area where I will build a building today. And this particular space that we have here is only 8 studs wide. So that's not a lot to play around with. And also, well, I have this ticket booth for the twin rotor aircraft ride where you can check in, and that takes up 2 studs. So I basically only have 6 studs here for a door. So the door needs to be a bit offset here, or maybe I will place it in the middle, and I have 2 studs on that side and 2 studs on that side, so it's centered. I'm thinking, mayday, we're thinking. We have this nonsense going on with the socket and the cords going down. And I want to hide it, as I said in previous videos, over and over so many times. But it's time to do something about it. If you have a look over here, that building is right now rather tall after I did the gallery expansion. And the bank is, of course, just 2 stories high. I want to make a narrow house that goes all the way up here and hides the socket, while still making it possible to... Wait a second, so this goes here. Well, I need to make a house that goes in like so. So the bank needs to go. We need to go with an online bank solution instead. Personally, I just use an app on my phone to do all my banking stuff, except the house loan where I need to go to the bank, so we don't really need the bank right now. Or maybe if we just rearrange everything, so if we just switch around here, we make a little switcheroo. Something like that might work. And then still have space. But then I need to sacrifice the side builds. No, I don't want to do that. And I want to keep the art supply store and the art studio next to the gallery and the art cafe, because that makes sense. Himiny. Oh, and another thing, I'm going to be adding some fun backgrounds to this in colored paper. I think I need to clean this. I never cleaned the walls since we bought this house. Progress will be made today, and I am going to use Lego's official modular buildings as inspiration once again, just as I did with the corner house with the cake factory. So that's going to probably be something cool, but it needs to be wider. So I don't know how many studs that is. Let's just use this for reference. So it goes out here. Take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12 bricks wide. Okay, that's interesting. For the background decoration, I am using this old Roden Plates Junction cover as inspiration. You can see the mountains here. Now my art supply store here didn't have like that kind of more faded lighter green, so I'm just going to go with just green and some blue behind. I'm starting with the green sheet that's going to be in front of the blue one, just because then it's easier for me to see the size that I need for the blue one instead of the opposite. So let's see, I want to make a shape which basically goes like so, I think, and then it will end behind this building that we're building today. Now let's cut this. Now I should make this in a better space, but I just have the best light in here right now, and also my wife is putting our kid to sleep, so stuff is always falling apart in here. Oh, this time it was these barrels with frogs in them. And you want to place it a bit below, so when you see it from this angle it will look good. I'm using double-sided tape just to fasten the papers, and I'm putting just two pieces of tape down here so that I can place it over here when I try to fit the blue paper behind it. If I do it up here, it will be in the way for me to put the paper behind. So let's see. And then I have enough space to put my finger behind here. Oh, like so, I think. That looks nice. It looks good on camera. The blue paper. Okay, so this will be a bit taller. And the blue is just to like get a feel of these being further away. So they become blue because of that the atmosphere is blue. Tape has now been added to the back side, so this will be pretty easy to apply. Give it a good scrub. And this is something that won't be visible when the building is in front there, so it doesn't matter that it overlaps. And if I find paper in a lighter color, I might add it in front of here. I think that would look rather nice. Maybe it's possible to put some like purple or something behind here later on if I find that kind of color. I have decided to base this new building on the laundromat that's here on the side of the brick bank modular. I think that's only 10 studs wide, so I will widen it with 2 studs so we get our 12 studs. Maybe it's possible to fit the socket in between 10, but I don't believe so. First floor is basically done. As you can see, I based it on that Lego, the brick bank laundromat, but also I used some inspiration from this art supply store, the Lego Friends set, for the frames here, since this is 2 studs wider. And I made this little shelf with some produce, beverages, and maybe it's canned soda or canned food. So let's place it in the window. Yeah, because I am making, this is just like a little food market, and I have this sticker from the extra sticker sheet that I don't know if I'm going to place it up here. And as you can see here, it's open here, and that's because the cord can run behind here easily. So that will go down there, and the cord, it's really warm in here right now, so I need to fix that a bit. Okay, so that didn't work as well as I thought. Okay, so this actually needs to be open because it goes out here, of course. Well, that's good to know. I rearranged it a bit now so the cord goes through the building. And I think I have a pretty funny idea for the roof here that I'll show you when I'm finished, basically. I'm thinking that this is like a health food market. So that's why I made this green wall, and you have this little overhang here made out of cheese slopes. That looks rather nice. Makes you want to eat healthy for once. Alright, so the second floor is in, or if it's called the first floor. In Stockholm, where I grew up, this would be considered the first floor, and this would be floor 0 or E as in entrance. But in Malmö, where I now live, this is considered floor 1 and this is considered floor 2. Anyways, we have 2 levels in here right now, and I think it's starting to look pretty good. We have some flowers over here, and it's still a mashup between the laundromat and the art supply store. That's a combination that I think works really well, and I decided to use this tan green color, sand tan green, or whatever you call it, because it's my favorite color, as I use it on the car wash and on another building in my town. Now I need to make an overhang or something that's one stud, just to get a little bit more clearance for this part, because right now that's going to touch the, it's really too, because I need to be able to take out the cord. I came up with another solution to this problem, and that's to use these kind of hinges. So basically I'm going to place the hinges here, and that will make it possible for the facade up here. Okay, so that needs to be just one wide. Anyways, I want to have them 2 studs deep, just for some more stability here, but here they're just going to be 1 stud, and that will enable us to open the facade in front of here, and I will keep the walls just as they are. I placed a counterweight in the bottom. That's just those kind of weights you had under the old boats from the 80s, so it's a bit heavy, it's full of metal or something, so when you want to tip it off, it just, you know, falls back. So I don't, every time I want to do like this, everything will fall over, because you know, everything always falls over in this town when I mess around. Alright, so the building is pretty much complete right now. Turned out pretty nice, not so shabby if I can say it myself. You can take this apart, or you can just take it here and turn it down like so. It holds up pretty good. This part here is just for safety, so it doesn't fall over, and it's easy access now to just take out the plugs. This is fun. I like, you know, hatches and opening stuff. I placed these bricks with studs on the side, just so that I can place in some signs, or I don't know, if I find some good stickers, I would like to have some sort of advertisement going on here. Right now I am putting this Mount Clutchmore sign that says it's 5,000 meters to there. For some reason the sticker is a bit loosey-goosey on the side, but I have spares of that sticker. And then the food market will advertise their prices for their healthy produce. The chilies, I really like spicy food, especially Indian food, and watermelons and some broccoli. Yummy. And also we have this sign that we can have over here. There's supposed to be a sign for the art store here somewhere, but I don't know where that sign is right now. Maybe this is a bit low, maybe it should be up here, but at the same time, if it's higher up, you don't see that sign. Is it too much? Maybe it's too much. We'll leave it like that right now anyways. So just have a look around here. This is this side, and from the other side looks like that. A good thing with me building this whole wall intact is that I now can have a building that's maybe this high or that high. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't need to cover up any sheets that I made, just if I would have left it open or something. And I also add weights to this structure, so it's easier to open this without everything falling over. Some counterweight. This means that I have this empty lot right now. I wonder if the old pizzeria could go in here. Yeah, it could fit in here if I just have it, but these pieces are in the way, so I would need to remove them. But I don't know if I want a pizzeria or I want a custom house. Well, something to think about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe. And as always, stay out of the nonsense and stay awesome.